Who are you to decide when it's the right time to fix our tanks?
Da drüben! Infanterie!
Willkommen, my friends. Well, in this particular Tank Warfare Tunisia video, we get to go ahead and test out the power of our mighty tanks. And I can't wait, guys. These are just looking beautiful. Can't wait to send them out across the desert to take on the enemy. So let's get started here. It looks like we've got some real beauties, as you can see. We're going to be sending them right into combat and hopefully taking the crossroads from the Allies. Now, in this particular fight, we are playing as the Germans, obviously, and we only have tanks. We have no infantry, so whatever stumbles in front of us, we're going to have to deal with. What I'm going to do is do sort of a bit of a formation here. I'm going to try to attack hard on the northern side of the crossroads, hard in the center with Strober, and with Buchberger, I'm just going to leave him here for cover. Let's hope we actually need him, and let's get started with the fight. Just going to immediately order these guys to actually do a fast move, so they'll probably be taking the road, and as for these guys on the left side, I'm going to order them to attack, and with Strober, I'm going to also order him to actually assault the area. So let's hope this goes well. Got some pretty serious tanks in the fight here. I can't wait to actually see them get into some combat. Okay, it begins, guys. Immediately, the enemy just started opening up here. As, of course, we got these guys moving up the road, the fast move, but as soon as they started getting shot at, they got right off the road. And it looks like we've got some American tanks in front of us. I'm going to try to target them. But first, we need our guys to just relax. They're all, of course, moving very quickly here. We could stop one of these attacks or keep it going. And I think we should keep it going. Our armor just completely beats the enemy armor in every sense of the word. So we're just going to keep pushing, keep being aggressive, and hopefully stop this this American tank column and put them to sleep for good. So I could, of course, turn over here and switch to the crossroads, but we've got a bunch of tanks over here, so I'm continuing this attack. Just look at that, guys. Let's see what we're dealing with here. It's got to be just a Stuart. Maybe a Sherman. Might be a Sherman tank. Nonetheless, the attack continues. Even Stober's men are still pushing forward, and I'm not going to order them to stop. Not even stopping the fast move up the road here, because so far they've got nothing that can really, put a dent in any of our tanks. Come on. That's going to be the target for these tanks over here. Got a bunch of Americana armor. Got to put an end to it. This guy decided to go ahead and do his own thing. Alright, fair enough. He really wants to kill that Sherman. Seems fair, because we've hit it so many times, and he's withstood a lot of rounds from our tanks. It kind of surprises me. There's another direct hit, but they're barely holding on. There is fuel leaking out the back, so we can look forward to that. And what I'm going to do is just turn this tank this way. I really don't want him focusing on that Sherman, and it looks like we just destroyed him anyway. But of course, we do need to take the crossroads area, or else Rommel will not be very pleased. So taking some serious shots from up here. Let's see how Stober's men are. So they've gotten to their objective point. I'm going to order them to ride right into the Americans. Let's go, boys. Same with our fast movers. I'll just take them off the road. Actually, I'm going to keep my fast movers going. I want that crossroads area for sure. There we go. We'll start trying to spread these guys out, but this is definitely as close as you're going to get to a real tank battle. And I think this is probably what separates Tank Warfare Tunisia from Graviteam. You still get some great tank battles in Graviteam Tactics, but in Tank Warfare Tunisia, you can get just tank battles sometimes. So for those of you interested in armored combat and strategy, I would definitely recommend this one. You know what? I want to aim over here. Wait a minute. Calm down. Oh boy. Another hit on their tanks. Have we lost any guys yet? I'm not sure. Hochbein. No, everybody's okay. Some people do need repairs, however. As you can see, this guy is immobilized. but he can still get some good shots over there at the enemy. Keep it up, keep it up. Mein Gott. Now our blockers, our secondary line of attackers with the AT guns, we haven't even needed to use them. There we go, absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah, just a good old Panzer III going to work. Alright guys, we're getting awfully close to these tanks. Is that one of our boys? I think it is. I think they finally hit one of our tanks. Yes, they did. Killed one of our good old Panzer IIIs. We can't let that be forgiven. I'll also take a look over here at this area. Looks like our tanks in this area are doing okay, and I see some burning wrecks. That must be American units. Just want to spread them out a little bit more. Send this fellow over here. There's a suspected tank right there, so let's see what's going on. Yeah, the crew of our other Panzer is still alive. I'm just trying to defend them, of course, trying to take that tank out so that they're definitely going to be safe here. And, of course, they can just crew another tank as soon as possible. Come on, he's right in front of you, boy. I say we keep on pushing up. At this point, we might as well be ultra aggressive. The Americans are asking for a ceasefire, but there's no way I would accept a ceasefire during this battle. What I am going to do is try to completely drive them off the map. I think that would be the only way to properly resolve this. Alright. Sehr gut, men. Yeah, definitely a second enemy tank line. Probably quite similarly to how we have our secondary line back here with the AT guns. I'm guessing they've got to have a secondary tank line there ready to hold out against us. And if you hear that, really listen closely there. We've got a Sandstorm coming. Once the Sandstorm arrives, we're not going to be able to see a damn thing. But we did just see that tank go down. Absolutely wonderful. Keep it up, men. There's got to be some medals given out during this battle for sure, just with the amount of enemy tanks killed. Not our smoke. Definitely not our smoke. They could potentially have more tanks right here. Another issue is they could have some infantry or even some tank crews. I do believe tank crews are given smoke to call in their position, etc. So this is definitely possibly a tank crew. Somehow hiding somewhere over here, maybe even behind these hulks of burned out tanks. We see some of the crew dead right there, but I get the feeling it's going to be even crazier than that. It's not going to have our commander out here in front of everybody, actually. So you know what? I'm actually going to order some fast moves, which means they will go up the roads. Including Stolberg. Also, let me know, guys, do you prefer, in the comments down below, do you prefer these tank battles, or do you prefer the infantry battles that we have in Gravity Team, or do you prefer the battles where there's, like, a really nice mix of both? You know, what's your preference? For me, I'm actually an infantry battle kind of guy. I've always loved, you know, just hordes of infantry attacking another group of infantry and seeing the tracers, etc. But I know some people here on the channel do prefer armored videos. They ask for tank videos on Gravity Team and close combat. So what do you guys think? Let me know. We'll kind of get a feel your pulse, as it were. Whoa, did we just hit a mine? Did we just saw a tiny little explosion over here? Oh boy. Alright, no, those are our tanks. Could be some immobilized units. Saw them firing over here, so just to be safe, I'm going to order these guys to fast move as well if they aren't immobilized. Some of them might be. This guy, for instance, is just the crew from that destroyed tank. He's really disappointed. I'm so sorry, Hans. You did a good job, though. You survived. He'll be back another day. The rest of his crew, though, dead. Guessing that would be 3 other men, or 2 other men. And there we go. That's the guy that popped the smoke. We just saw him for a second. And without infantry, it's pretty hard to, like, completely mop the area up. But without a doubt, there is an enemy infantry unit right here. Probably a tank crew. Just hanging out right here. I have no idea why he decided to call smoke in, though. Just take a quick look here at the map and see if there are any other locations for us to take. I don't think so, but this area is probably where the enemy is going to be stationed. So I am just going to order a full-out attack. If this doesn't get them to run, nothing will, but you can see the Sandstorm has arrived. And visuals are going to be pretty hard to acquire out here. Oh, boy. Oh, that's not ours, thank goodness. But they are fixing our tank. Look at this, guys. Fixing our tank next to a burning enemy vehicle. All right, here we go. Oh. Keep our eyes open. So yeah, they had to have taken out more than just one of our tanks. This is one of theirs. But we have more than one crew out here, so, again, one of theirs. So we definitely had to have maybe lost 2 or 3 tanks. Or maybe a tank, when it was immobilized, the crew decided to just evacuate, not sure. But it's really hard to spot their second line with this awful snowstorm in our midst. Let's just fast forward here a little bit. See if we spot any enemies or if that's going to be it. And I think we also took some captives. Whoa. Hold on 1 second. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just took some nasty hits. Lost our officer. Did not expect that. And it looks like the rounds are coming from over here, guys. So I am going to order these tanks to head that way. They got a nice lucky shot on that leading tank and definitely hurt the crew. Let's just see if he could just turn that way. It would probably be safer for him. And sure enough, look at that. We've got a half track. We've got an enemy tank. Yeah, like I said, I'm not accepting a ceasefire. Stopping that fast move to shift to just an all-out attack. We know where they are. Let's head towards those locations. Over here, it looks like the rest of our tanks are taking out those enemy crews, still hanging out by the ruins. But I think he's in trouble. Look at that. They're actually firing pistols at our tanks. Something tells me this isn't going to work out so well for them. Shooting. But we really need you over here, friend. When you think about it, he's actually got a really nice position here by the ruins. If anybody's trying to attack from the right side, he's protected, but it looks like it's also blocking his shots. He just shot an UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is what it is. This is a proper enemy line. All right, guys. Wow. Yeah, they've got definitely have a secondary line set up here, and I mean set up well. So I hope we haven't made a mistake here attacking it. Of course, with the Sandstorm, it's going to give them a little bit more cover than they would usually get, but I'm confident that our armor is stronger here, especially with Stoba leading the charge, this tank ace. We should be able to get this job done. Beautiful. Look at how he just completely blew up. No survivors at all. Actually, what you could call survivors are running from the vehicle burning. They will not be making it home. There's absolutely no way. That thing exploded immediately. So did this one with Stober getting the kill there. Stober absolutely is a tank ace here. He knows what he's doing. And just look at that. Absolutely obliterated that tank. The only chance they have is to surrender. We are willing to take prisoners. Stober. As you can see with the Sandstorm, even a unit right there is a bit harder to spot. Just makes things a lot harder to spot. It's already tough to see things with our tanks because our sight line is so narrow. But especially when there's really bad weather, be it a blizzard or in this case a sandstorm, things can go really, really out of hand. And there we go. The enemy has retreated from the battlefield. Absolutely awesome. Although I must say, the longest retreat I've ever seen in my Gravity Tactics career at 14 minutes 26. I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. So I will come back when we get to the actual casualties. But first, let's take continuous shots at this Jeep with an AT gun mounted on the back until the end of the battle. See how long it takes to waste this thing. Now, keep in mind, we're going at... I was going to say we're going at fast speed. We're going at normal speed. Let's go to fast speed. Come on, boys. You can see their aiming is way off. There we go. They finally got it. And, of course, everybody inside is going to be wasted. They've been drinking whiskey since 7 a.m. All right, another one down, and yet another vehicle over here that didn't bother to retreat. All we had to do was just strafe it with some heavy machine gun fire, and the crew inside is no more. Man, absolutely brutal win here. I can't wait to see the actual casualties list. But like I said, I'm going to fast forward now. I think we've killed just about everything on the field, and we'll be back at the end of the battle, folks. Wait a minute. We just lost an officer here. Oh, goodness. This is what they get for repairing their tank outside. Just not a good idea, man. And there we go. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a victory. Killed 50. I'm amazed that even 15 were killed on our side, but 46 were killed on the enemy side. We also took 3 prisoners, which I didn't even notice initially, so that is good news. In terms of actual tanks destroyed, excuse me, it looks like the enemy managed to destroy 3 tanks, I believe, would be over here, and we destroyed 14 enemy tanks. Still, 3 is pretty good, all things considered. I was hoping we would only lose 1 or 2. They got quite a few, and I don't know, would you guys call that a victory? I certainly would. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and, of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much. I'll catch you on the next video.